folks, welcome to Atmoseeker, your place for creating an inspiring atmosphere for your tabletop games. Howdy, folks. I hear it's Memorial Day for our USA viewers. Welcome, friends. Happy Memorial Day. And yeah, welcome. Good morning to you guys. Yeah, I'm here late night in the dungeon. Yeah, we're toiling away. We're working on something different, something new. We're working on the old city at the moment for no reason other than I like it, and it's possibly going to be used some future live stuff going forward. So yeah, we're going to try and loot this out with all kinds of little guys and little lights and stuff. So it's all a little unpainted and stuff at the moment, but yeah, we're working on it. And so yeah, that's kind of the goal. It was trenches, now we're doing this. So we're kind of slowly building a little bit of a backlog of all the old stuff. And so yeah, a huge welcome to everyone in the chat already. I see you all there. Justin and Eddie, Mike M, Dark Kamui, good to see you guys. And yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy in here. But yeah, like the title says, the Trash Man tonight. So I've got an idea to kind of get a few little trash bags and stuff. I want that fine little littery type stuff to kind of go in my city. I want to filth it up a bit. So yeah, we've been playing around with some lighting and stuff. There's something cool I was working on earlier in the week, because I've got a video that I'm working on that's going to feature this guy, which is, he's like a little police car-y guy. Have a look at, yeah. So he's this is all from the what do you call it? The Sourceman Studios terrain and stuff. So this is like one of his vehicles and stuff. So this one was, if I can get it focusing for it. So this guy is like resin printed, and I hollowed him out big time just because they did have a hollowed out version as well to kind of pop LEDs in there, but I wanted a little bit more space because I've got some more plans for this guy. But yeah, I put some little lights in there. If you've seen on a previous video on the channel, we did a video on the Light My Bricks stuff, which is kind of like a Lego LED kind of lighting type thing. So I put some of these guys in there, and it's cool because it's an easy way to kind of get like some cool special effects on it. So at the moment, it's kind of like USB powered. So if I plug this in there, let's see, it's always the wrong way, the right way, and then the wrong way again. Yep, that's the wrong way again. There we go. Yeah, and we got some little lights going for this guy. Yeah, actually, let's pop him in the street. See if we can put him in there. Yeah, so like I'm gonna have lots of little time. I think that's what I'm noticing about all of the cyberpunk stuff and like art and things I've been seeing, is that it's all about all those little instances of light, and those really kind of help bring that type of environment together. So yeah, I want to. This guy's I've got some more plans for him. So if you want to see what that is, you're gonna have to stay tuned. You're gonna have to like hit that subscribe button. Isn't that right, Brito?
If you don't subscribe, he'll keep forcing me to do this.
That's come on, mate. You like it here? It's all good. You're happy to see it. You didn't even say hello. Hello. It's like, what is this kind of thing?
Welcome, folks.
That's better. That's much better. Yeah. So if I want to see if we can do some more stuff with that guy. I've got an idea. I found something that I'm trying to hook up. I haven't even mentioned anything on like the Discord or anything, but if you want to join the Atmoseeker community, you can do so by following the link in the description to the old Patreon, and there you'll get links to the Discord and some of like behind the scenes and some like early access type stuff that we put on Patreon sometimes. And I just, at the top of the stream, I want to say a huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters, with a special shout out to my Seeker level patrons: Anthony Von Orlen, A Light in Darkness, Blake Darley, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Devante, Dr. Johnston L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Michael Dykes, and Mini Wargaming. Yeah, I see Michael Dykes in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get down to the trash side of things. So I haven't really kind of like thought about I had a little bit of a little bit of think. I was like, oh, I want these tiny little trash bags I can just throw around the thing, just to kind of get some like cool like little litter type things. I want to think of some more kind of stuff. I was looking at some stuff from like Back to the Future 2, where they had these like boxes and they had like little bits of like CDs and stuff. I thought those could be kind of cool, but I don't exactly know how to make those. That might be a cool one to print with the old. Got some of the filament that has like the dual colors and stuff. Maybe that might be a good way to get the old vibe of that CD color. You've also been printing a ton of trash. I'm gonna try and make it some because I think something I've been trying to kind of get into a lot of my terrain lately is that the textures are important, right? Like we have. If we go to here, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff we've been printing. It's getting bigger. We didn't have the elevated rails before. This is work in progress. I'm gonna reprint that guy. I actually am reprinting that guy at the moment. Pan over to him. Where is he? He's over there. So we got a new one. We've got a new one going. He's printing, so I'm trying to print him hollow because I want to have him lit up from the inside as well. So I think anywhere I can have like lights in the windows, different textures. So I want to have some clear plastic on some of these, just kind of get the variation in textures and stuff. And I've also been kind of trying making some metal stuff to kind of like contrast with a bunch of the printed stuff. So we'll make some of these like, what do you call it? Oh man, chain link fence kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what that is. And I feel like these could be handy scatter just to have for like lighting and stuff. I do have to kind of like touch this guy up a bit as well. I want to get a bit more of a rust effect on him and like make him a little bit more dirty and grungy. So I'm going for something a bit more kind of like almost what do you call it? Like Blade Runner-y and stuff. Yeah, so there's still a ton of stuff I want to add to this board. So we'll keep going on in the meanwhile. So I think my main kind of priorities at the moment is that I wanna get the general building layout done of this guy. So I'm gonna work out because they've got all these like little kind of like sidewalky kind of bits. So I wanna try and work out how many buildings I've got, so I can work out a general layout of this thing. And then after I have the general layout done, I'm going to drill a few holes in this board I've got here. And that's going to be for either lighting to come through, or I'm going to have some, what do you call it? The sewer grates and stuff. So I want to have like some steam coming up from underneath. I think that could be kind of cool. How do you make the chain link fence? We're going to make one right now. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So this one, well, yeah, we're going to start off with this. I think that's going to be fun.
Hurry up.
All right, I'm getting there. Just trying to get it into a good camera angle. Yeah. So this one, the hardest part actually was finding the right kind of grading. I'll see if I can find the actual one. I had it over here. It's like just a big sheet. It's in the darkness somewhere. I can find it. No. Oh, yeah, you kind of buy it in like a sheet like this. And this one, I can't really see. I'm going to take that off. Oh, gotta watch the corners though. Whoa. But yeah, I figured because I wanted to get the texture of it, and also like I wanted it to be a little bit thinner than what I could do on like a 3D printer. I wanted it to have that strength on it, so if I wanted to kind of have it where like somebody had cut a hole in it and they were kind of peeling it back, I could get some nice little details, that kind of thing. This is, what does it say? It says Rapid Mesh. So this was just from Bunnings, like the hardware store. I was in their like gardening section, so it looks like it's used for like almost like chicken wire kind of thing, but this is a 600 by 900. That's a whole sheet of it. I want to say the squares themselves. Actually, kind of wanted. I would have loved a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna guess. You know what? I've got a ruler in here. Oh, says, what does this say? It says they're about, what's that, like seven mils or something. So 7 mil squares. I would have liked a little bit smaller. If I get a dude, you'll probably be able to see how they compare. So we've got one of these little guys. 5 mil, you say? Yeah. So like. So this fence is a little on the high side, but I was trying to work out like what's a good height for it, and I could probably build this into terrain and stuff, so I can always trim it shorter. But yeah, basically that's kind of how he looks next to it. So, okay, if I can focus on it, yeah. So I would have loved to go a little bit smaller, but that was kind of the smallest I could find in the hardware store. I think it does all right, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna make one of these. So basically, from that sheet, I just kind of cut a length of it. I don't even know how tall this is. This is it's about 2.5 inches, 2 3/4, 7 centimeters if we want to go by that. And then from that, it was actually pretty simple because this is kind of flexible, bendy kind of stuff. I guess if you want to get straight lines, you're going to go on these like corners. And it's been pretty easy to work with so far. I'm just going to make a... I actually like having it in this kind of configuration because it kind of stands by itself pretty well, which has been good because I don't have to worry about leaning it into something or having it on a base or something. I can actually I could put it on a building, could put it on anything. So I like it when it can be kind of flexible like that. Let's see if I can match what I had here. So it bent about there-ish. Oh, you know what? I probably need some of my needle pliers. Oh, they're in here somewhere. You just gotta watch it with this mesh. Sometimes you get a little bit jagged on the edges, so you don't want to cut yourself. I found that out. Found that out while working on it. But, yeah. Let's see. I could have different styles mesh. Maybe I could go something that's like this one's a bit longer. No, let's just make another corner, I think. Yeah, bend that. Alright, so we've got that and that. And then I'm just gonna actually, now that I remember, yeah, it's all coming back. it's all coming back to me. All I was like making it and stuff, but I think I had a little bit of length on the edges there, because I like looking at the old one. That's kind of where I've like wrapped it a bit around it. Yeah, so maybe I'll just it's not the end of the world if it's a little bit shorter. Just make another one, eh? We'll trim this one. I'm going to trim it here. Just give me a little bit of extra working space. I probably could have done that on the other side. There we go. I got two. And then I've got this other gauged wire. Actually, I'm going to see if I can find the actual spool of it so you can see how thick it is. It's in here somewhere, in the shadows. Yeah, this is it. Oh, there's no tag on it. I must have ripped it off or something. Oh, I don't know how gauges work. I'm not sure exactly how how big it is. It's like that. It's thicker. It's a big boy. That's what it is. It's almost like the same thickness and strength if it were, you know, those like crappy wire coat hangers, kind of along that line. Those, yeah, probably those wire coat hangers are probably a little bit stronger. The problem with it being on a spool like this, though, is it's hard to get kind of like straight lines. So maybe it would have been better to just kind of get some of those old coat hangers and snip some from that. Those can be harder to work with. I'm gonna try and straighten it up as much as I can. Maybe we can turn this guy around. It's coming. Okay. There we go. Woo! Go around the horse. Yeah. Just thought we'd get another angle here. Michael. Ooh. Oh yeah. Let's try this. I'll try this. Yeah, it's working. Tiny Furniture, a formal Ukraine-based company, makes a lot of great 3D scatter prints, both for interior and exterior setting. Yeah. Oh, you mean like for yeah, I should. So Tiny Furniture. All right, I'll have to check that out. So they sell like STLs. I think that's the thing. Especially like a lot of the stuff I do lately with like lighting and especially with lighting, like the texture of things is really important. So that's honestly like what I'll focus a lot on with like the painting of things, where I'll use like metallics if I want things to stand out in a different way, or matte paint. Cool. Okay, let's straighten this guy out a bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I modeled it straight and then bent it. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I remember very awkwardly bending it on the side there. But anyway, we got some straight-ish wire there, and I think ideally I would have it on the top and bottom. I think with some extra strength there. Kind of catching myself on it though. All right. So let's see. On the top, I didn't do the weave on there, but let's see.
Come on, buddy, pick it up.
All right. I'm trying. This guy's just a slave driver.
Eat me.
All right. Stop it! I'm trying my best. All right, but yeah, on the sides here, for kind of like getting it in there, kind of go up and over, underneath. So let's just stay on this guy for a minute. So yeah, I just kind of go up and over and under again, just kind of weaving it through. Trying not to slice my fingers. Okay, it holds pretty strong, and I might just do a little wrap around on the side there too. Up. Get a little twist there. There we go. Alright. How much further did we go past it? Not that much. Yeah, I'm going to use this guy. Try and wrap around it. Mike M, good to see you. A few dents. That's true. Yeah, I'm just going to try and wrap up some of these on the side. Why I wanted to use this mesh, I had I had an idea of actually like cutting through it and seeing if it could like almost like somebody was cutting some of the fence to kind of get past and stuff. So maybe it could be good for like I don't know. You call it like your Shadowrun kind of like missions or something where you gotta like break into like a facility or something. Oh, you could cut it live in the game too. Just cut it open. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, these are pretty easy to make. I guess I wouldn't be too heartbroken. I'm just doing it a little bit. I think mostly I'm doing this so it just doesn't have jagged edges on the side. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, the wife has given me permission to get a whiskey. So, because she often will relax with a wine or something, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta cut back on the wine," so you get like beers and stuff. Problem is, it's winter now, so it's a little bit. You know, I still like to have the beer, but beer's more of a summer drink for me. So, long story short, I need recommendations for a whiskey. Probably what do you got? Like mid-priced, I guess. I mean, I want to say like $50 to $70. Like if you're in the neighborhood of like a Monkey Shoulder or something like that, that might be okay. Oh, all right. We got one, so that's pretty easy. Gonna get it there. The hardest part is just not not to hurt yourself on these things. Probably could like wear gloves or something. What location do you want the whiskey from? You know what? I'm adventurous, so I'm happy to kind of go wherever. I mean, I haven't probably had a Japanese one in a while. Traveler whiskey is I haven't had that. I like to try new stuff, so anything that tastes good, really. Let's see, that's too. See, I think when I was clipping this, I've cut it too far to the side here. See here, when I'm trying to weave it through. I think if I cut it just a little bit higher, that would have been better. So now I have to weave it through down here as opposed to here because it's going to fall right out. Oh, maybe I'll go this way. Okay. Oh, see, even that one at the bottom, it's got a bit of a hole. So these two won't quite match up, but will be nice and close. We're getting some good mulled wine instead of whiskey. Oh, you know, that's not a bad idea. I haven't had some mulled wine since that's usually a ski season type drink for me. What else we got? Red Breast, Hot Rum Toddy, Traveler. Balvenie, not Balvenie. That one's a good one. I've had that one before. That's really good. PT? Yeah, I could go with PT. I've been known to peat it up. I can go over way. I'm not too picky on my whiskeys. I know some people can get a little bit put off by the peat. Not this guy. Is there good skiing in Australia? There can be. There are a few resorts in Victoria. It's probably more kind of on the borderline between Victoria and New South Wales kind of area. I've been up to like Falls Creek. I've been up to Perisher and stuff. I'm not like a professional skier or anything. I do it for the recreation, for fun. But yeah, I loved going to the mountains. It's that Bilbo. It's like, I want to see mountains, Gandalf. That's what I feel like right now. I want to see mountains. Sometimes I just want to stand in there in the snow. Just because we don't get snow here in Australia like day to day. Although one day, was it last year? A couple of years ago, we had like a huge like hailstorm that came through. Tiny little hail, flooded all the streets and stuff. But because it was hail, it all looked exactly like snow. I feel like that was a couple of years ago. We've got little bits of. Just gonna neaten this up a bit. Oh, that's not looking too bad. What do we got? Oh, these are good recommendations, guys. I'm gonna have to scour the chat later. Lafferleg. PT. I feel like my wife has gotten me that one before. That could be a good one. Are Japanese whiskies tend to be more pricey, or is there any kind of like reasonably priced ones too? Got the two there. See, this is already looking good. And another one through the center here. This one's going to be tricky, I think. No, we can get it. Once I was finished with a lot of these on this one, I did put a little bit of like super glue and some, because sometimes it can get a little loose, swiveling around like this. But these ones I'm doing right now, seem to be holding really well. I'm just desperately trying not to slice my hands up with this stuff. So yeah, probably some like gloves or something would go. Wouldn't oh, it's a little harder because it's on the corner here. I'm trying to like weave it under. Can I get it? Oh, I might have to bend that just a little bit to get through there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a bend. So it's going to give me a little bit of a point to kind of come through. Actually, I have forgotten which one is the top now. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this corner's causing me a little bit of grief. We're almost there. We got it. Just yank it through. Okay, I think if I was going to do this again, I think it would be do the whole thing straight and then bend it. Yeah, I think that would be probably. If I do it again, I might try to do that and see if it does the trick. Just, yeah, working it through, especially in this corner. I'll get through some of these bits. Maybe I'll go the other way. Oh, you know what? I just got to bend some of these down, I reckon. Ah, see, that would have been, that's good. Up, over, up. Come on, baby. Yeah, we're almost there. Got it. Let's see, that was the tricky part. And then I might just bend that guy. All right, it's getting closer. I'm not into Japanese whiskies. I've just not had one that I've enjoyed yet. I've had a couple. There's definitely different to it. You know, great whiskies. There's some really good ones from like Tasmania. think there's like a Sullivan's Cove is my like that's my white whale kind of thing. But man, I've done a tasting there in Tasmania, but yeah, but they are very expensive. Yeah, I've never had a bottle of that stuff. I think it was very expensive bottles. Terreno, I just printed and assembled a 32 scale dumpster on my Bamboo P1S. Would not recommend. Clean was terrible. But you know what though? Like, let me show you. I got a dumpster happening here. I think Saucer Man Studios has a dumpster, but yeah, we can see one here in the wild. So this one. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, this one. That is from the Crisis Protocol starter set. So I've got a few things, around here that are all right for like that. Talisk is great, actually. That one's a good recommend. I like a Talisker. Oh, there we go. How are we going with this? Yeah, it's very sharp. Sharp there. I'll have to clean that up. Oh yeah, we're through. Yeah, I think this is kind of where I used a bunch of the super glue. It was mostly on this end one because it gets quite loosey. There we go. All right, I've got one more I could weave under. Let's see if we can fit it under there. Just gonna bend the little guys. If I make it through this one without any injuries, it's a win. All right, are we through? Oh, we're through. Yes, all the way through. There are probably special gloves you can get for this kind of stuff to cut yourself to pieces. Based on this demonstration, I'm currently sourcing mesh and wire to make chain link fexes for a skirmish game on my friends play. Nice! Yeah, I think even if... There's probably easier ways you could do it, but... It's come together pretty quickly. And I guess you can get some pretty... Like, if I cut, like, longer spans of this stuff... And yeah, it's just like weaving it through. Probably the thing I'm trying to avoid most is just like cutting myself. So probably if I had some like better gloves or something to kind of protect myself whilst working on it, that would be highly recommended, I reckon. Just make sure you don't cut your hands, just because it is like jaggedy mesh and stuff. But you know what? Blood for the blood god. Sometimes sacrifices are needed. Now, I'm wondering how to do the corner, because last time I struggled on the corner. I was able to kind of get it through. Oh, you know what? That's actually not too bad. See, yeah, let's do it. Because I think I didn't bother doing the weave on the corner, and I just I kind of like wrapped it a little bit in some bits, but yeah, that held all right. So I might just see if I can get a length of this stuff. Need a bit more.
Come on, maybe this century?
All right. I'm working on it. All right. There we go. Yeah, the trick of that. Yeah, I reckon I've been getting like the Although this may be a little bit thinner than the, what do you call it? The clothes hanger mesh. Not a lot thinner though. He's being a bit pushy. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about it.
Shove it!
Well, I'm trying. I'm going as fast as I can on this stuff, and you're trying to busting my ass on this. I'm really trying, mate. Okay. Whoa. Now he's quiet. Now he's not going to say anything. Isn't that right? Bastard.
What a load!
Mm-hmm. Okay. That 90 degrees. And looks like in that one, I've just kind of gone, I think I've gone pretty much just like that, which is all right. And then I've done a little bit of a weave on the corners. So just to kind of get it to hold there. Is that right? Oh, so I've bent over some of the wire. Okay, I'm just kind of going back to my past self here, trying to work out what I've been doing. Yeah, all right. So yeah, there we go. It's good. I don't know what you're complaining about. It's great.
Shit off!
Hey, whoa! I thought this was a family show. We don't have to swear or anything. All right? You just play nice, okay? And you be good.
Believe!
And then you just kind of saying random things. Don't even know what you're saying anymore. All right, I'm gonna try and just snip it. Yeah, a little bit over. Where did I go? Which side? I was on that side. Ah, yep, that's perfect. All right, we'll go with this. Ah, I see. So I've kind of done a little bit of a weave. Stop flicking around. Go here. So it kind of goes on. So I flicked it onto that side, gone out on the outside, and then it's gone back on the inside. And then to kind of hold it there, I don't know. I think I'll get some of this mesh. This is probably the fiddly part, I reckon. How did I do it so well on this one? I probably had some like little excess. What do we got there? Yeah, it's just kind of like wrapped around. So maybe originally I had tried to do a little bit of a weave. Oh yeah, maybe I'll just thread it through there. We'll push it through here. There we go, and then we'll bend some of that over. That'll do it. Okay, just so it holds it there. Nice. All right, I've got one side, and then this guy. He's gonna go. Yeah, we'll tuck it in. Let's see. Tuck it in, like here, or something. You don't want to give it. What we need, like a words of encouragement here, Braino.
Do it!
All right, that's good enough. Okay, tuck it in there. Yeah, and then I'll definitely need. Oh, that's kind of. Yeah, I'll definitely need some glue or something here. I'm gonna hold it. Might just do that. So we're kind of working on it because that just keeps coming apart. Whoa. Super glue. Nothing much here. Whoa. Andy, good to see you, buddy. Just printed one of your mini dungeon torches. and ordered 4 of the USB flame bulbs. Happy printing, buddy. Those are great. Those are I take them all the time to my like portable games. Thank you so much for the support. Ooh, now that's an idea. We got good soldering. Yeah, I like that idea. Colder, solder, colder, solder. You gotta solder these things together. I'm just gonna do this the cheat way though. I am just gonna glue. Do it the cheat way. Have I got enough glue? Nothing. There's nothing in this thing. Need that definitely. Coffee is lifeblood. There's nothing in here. Why have I had this? Saving it. Anyway, there's surely gonna be another one in here. Oh, here we go. There's a big one. Oh, What do we got? Okay, we got some gorilla. It's not straight. We're getting it. We'll get it. All right. There we go. It just needs a little bit of finagling. There we go. Just don't want to get that too long. There we go. Just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I don't have any activator and stuff. I've completely lost all of my activator. I don't know where it is. It's lost in space and time. Good idea for the realism element. I really like the soldering idea. I just don't know if the soldering, the metal heaty thing is strong enough, hot enough for it. Maybe? That's a cool idea though. Maybe I'll try it with another one. I don't have the solder iron handy now. Plus we gotta get the trash time. There we go. Just gonna use the glue. Go. So this is working pretty quick. So I wanna get a couple of these next to each other. It's looking alright. Looking alright. Cut. This. Whoa. I definitely will need some more. Yeah, a little bit of glue will hold it for now. Oh, will it? Will it, Seb? Oh. Hold it there a little longer. Oh, now it glues. It just like glues to my finger, but it doesn't glue to the. I have to workshop this a bit. All right, these are holding. This one's still a bit sticky. You're gonna fold your own little paper cardboard boxes. Oh boy. Don't spoil it for me. That is a cool idea, but I reckon I would just print those. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave that for now, because this is a little bit finicky right now, so I think we're gonna come back to this at some point. I'm gonna try soldering it. But generally, so that's how long we've been working on this. Like an hour or something? Less than an hour, I think. Yeah, we got a couple of fences here. All right, let's just throw them on the board and let's see how they look. We got one. We did one in the stream, but I bet if you were doing this like a whole slew of them. Be easier to kind of get a few of them done. That's it. Let's get back to the board. Go back. Go back. Go back. I can't get the message. That's right. We gotta make some trash bags. That was next on my list. Oh yeah, let's chuck this guy next to the cops. Get the lights going. Yeah. See, those look good. Those look good. That's really good. Yeah, I like that they're freestanding as well. Yeah. So we need some trash. You're absolutely right. I just want to throw some smoke on there. Maybe we'll do that at the end. But yeah, this is looking cool. All right, trash time. I think that's a great idea. Get rid of all this like hand cutty wiry stuff. I want to keep my blood. All right, what's my plan for these trash bags? Okay, that, this, that. I'm not sure if I need that. Put that guy there. All right, trash. Yeah, I need some little trash bags. How big? Maybe like a couple of centimeters, maybe a centimeter. Found some. You just look through your supplies. Found some solder and flux, so I'm gonna give that a try. All right, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll be curious to hear how it goes. All right, for the trash bags, here's my idea. I'm gonna use real trash bags. So we got some trash. Okay.
Come on, man, they're waiting.
All right, we got it. Get some trash bags, and I'm gonna use some of this. What is it? It is like aquarium rocks or something. I'm gonna just fill it up a little bit, and then see how it goes. I think I was gonna use some of this like thread to kind of tie it up. Maybe that could work. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Yeah, so we got the thread, we got the bag. I'm just kind of curious how big of a bag we need to cut for this thing. Maybe I could just cut along the bottom, so that way it's still like a container. I guess so I can put some of the sand in there. Let's see, how big am I gonna do it? Maybe I'll go bigger and then cut off the excess. Let's start with a little trash corner. Yeah, it's the corner. I don't want to go cartoonishly too big here. It's coming back. could stuff it with some plastic wrap as well, but I wanted to have a little bit of weight to them as well. I think, yeah, I mean, you can fill them with anything, right? I had thought like maybe even like magic sand could be good because then it'd be a little bit malleable. So I'm gonna try with a little bit of this, a little bit of these rocks. Oh, this is gonna get everywhere. Let's see. I was hoping a little bit of weight. It's very, very tempting to go a lot bigger than I normally would. I'm gonna try and keep in mind the scale. It works well. Little tiny bag. I'll get some of this thread. Maybe I'll do a little bit of glue or something on the top. I know you could probably print these, but I don't know. I kind of wanted the material to feel right for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna try and get that lower. I reckon we want this to be pretty snug. I reckon. Yeah, well, this is probably going to be a pretty big one, just by the looks of it. How much filament did it take to print the stage top? I honestly, I think I overprinted the amount of tiles that I needed, because I've got a lot left over. Because originally, I was trying to print I think it was like a Warhammer size. How is that's like a 7-foot by 5-foot table or something? So I originally printed that many, which was very unnecessary in the end. Which means I have some good spare ones. So if you want some, if you want some, yeah, you can have mine. But in this table, if I had to guess, looking at it, let's have a look. If I had to guess, this table, how big is this table? This table is, let's get it. I know it in centimeters. I could say in feet. Get a ruler around somewhere. This is. It's about 4 by 3 feet. Yeah, it's about 4 by 3 feet, I guess. So, yeah, like eyeballing it, looking at this table. If I had to guess, if I was just looking at the tiles, maybe a couple of rolls, maybe 2.5 rolls of filament. If I had to guess, that's a rough guess. You know what? Probably the best way to guess it is I just pick it up and weigh it. Hey, Dafford, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're in here making some trash. I'm gonna throw this on here. We're gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna give it a little neaten up. I bet this is gonna be the kind of thing. It's like I need like 400 of these. I probably could just like throw a little bit of paint on this too, filth it up a bit. I think all those little touches is going to be makes it look really good. Black thread, so then you don't really see it. Because at first I was like, oh, should I use like some florist wire or something? No, I'm going to use some black thread. I'm going to trim that down. There we go. Looks like a trash bag. I probably shouldn't have used the corner because we've got all these excess now, but it does look all right. And we've got just some of those stones in there. Let's throw it on the board. Let's see how it looks. Toothless. Ooh. Sorry, I lost the message. Oh no. I lost Toothless's messages. What happened? Hang on. We can find it again. Sorry if it was already answered. My question is comfortable to play with the stage top on top of a standard table, not too high. In the promotion video, usually on top of a coffee table. Yeah, look, I think on top of a regular table, there's different height legs you can get. The ones I'm using here are like standard height, just because I can get underneath it and put like pipes and stuff under there. Yeah, we'll switch to this one. Like I'm using some of the, I'm not sure if you can tell down there, but we've got some of the standard style legs underneath there. And those ones are about, if I had to guess, 5 inches tall or something like that. But you can get ones that are like even smaller, and you can even just like have a look underneath there. There's these little stoppery legs ones. So I've definitely had it where I've just had it sit on a table at that height. And I've definitely run some games where I'll have pre-made squares of this, of like terrain, and like even if it was just like a 3x3 square, and that was great for like just throwing on a table and having pre-made encounters. Hot gluing the bag shut, and then might be fast. You know, maybe a little bit of super glue. We're gonna truck this guy in here. Let's see. Put it here. I don't know. That looks pretty good. Looks trashy. Should we? Yeah, I reckon let's make another one. Yeah. Sorry, we'll come back. I spotted a small 1.5 inch screen that could be used for Cyberpunk. Found a tutorial for making it show videos on an SD card. Ooh. If only I knew someone. That's super interesting. I have been looking for something like that that's like super cheap. The best thing I could find, it was like at the thrift store, which was like it was like a $6. It was one of those like digital photo frames, but even then it couldn't do like video and stuff. So yeah, I'd be super keen to see what that is. Also, like how much it is. I like to do stuff on the cheap. If it's like a $200 like thing, it's like no. Too pricey, too rich for my blood. I like to do it as cheap as possible, I think. But no, that does sound exciting though. But yeah, message it in the Discord if you've got a link handy. That'd be great. All right, I'm gonna make another trash bag. Make another one. This time I'm gonna just try use just a regular one, I reckon. Not a corner. Gonna slice. There we go. Where did we cut it from before? Cut it from here. Yeah, I'm gonna just slice a rooney. Actually, it was good having the bottom of it be a little bit creased. So that is a lot of excess for that like flap. Maybe I can just trim that off a bit. I saw it on the other one where it was like quite excessive, and I was like, should I trim that off or something? But I didn't want to make like a little hole in it. Oh, 20 bucks is good. 20 bucks is pretty good. $20 USD range, so that'd be probably around if I had to guess. Around 30 something bucks for me. 20 bucks. All right. Yeah, link it through, buddy. We'll yeah, I'd love to try those out. Is it like, so it loads it off an SD card. Does it have, is it like, does it have like the chip in it to kind of load stuff of it, or do you have to kind of add like a Raspberry Pi type thing to it? Ooh, now I see why it would be good to use like a little bit of super glue or something. That thing's just gonna unravel. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a little bit of glue there and just pop it in the top, I reckon. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna glue it shut. A little bit. Unless I like glue my fingers to it. Trash. Well, that actually might be a good way of doing it. A little bit of glue. Oh, that's nice and tight. That's a good one. So do a little bit of a twist. Cheap enough to be workable, but expensive enough that I couldn't make more than a few. They use an ESP32 board. I think it's worth checking out. All right, got that there. Tiny little baby trash bag. I definitely want to have a few of these guys. Doing the twist there kind of helps tighten it up a bit as well. Yeah, I think the black thread is working pretty well. That's keeping things together. And it's definitely saving on resin and stuff. I guess it's the only thing is time, right? Like, it's all it's cost is some time. We got another little baggie. Sorry if I've been bad at catching up on the chat here. We're talking about these monitors. Adafruit has a lot of tiny displays. This one, ESP32 boards. I'm not a big electronic guy, so like the easiest way it's possible. Everything all in. Gotta program it once. Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, I might be able to try programming something if it's like something I could just throw into like a chat GPT or something. Because I do not have a programmer brain or anything. All right, yeah, let's chuck this guy. We got another little baggie. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, I love the idea of just like throwing these around. That's great. I'm going to go into the filth. Especially if I can get like there's a cool like garbage truck from Sourceman Studios 2. We could get that guy going. Alright. This is good. So we got a guy, got some bags, we got it was been productive night. We got the chain link fences, and the bags, trash bags. I really want to throw some fog on here or something. What do you reckon? I reckon we should. A little bit of fog. Let's do it. Gonna just get my little guy. All right. What do you reckon, Moreno? This is gonna look good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's jump back to this guy. Need you need a dead body or another car pulled over the top cop to investigate. Explain where the cop car is there. I think you're right. I think having all those like little story kind of things, it's be cool. I'm gonna pop this something back here. Okay. Oh, I'd love to have a bit more lighting in it, I reckon. What's this one go? Alright. Oh, we had the nice rain effects yesterday. Can I get rain going? I gotta work that out a bit better. I tried doing it on my stream setup and made the whole thing chug, so do we want to try and get a rain effect on here? We can try. We'll try. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, let's do it. I'll have to do a little differently than what I usually do. Usually I run it through OBS to kind of get some of the rain effects going. I'll have to turn this guy on. It's the remote. Sorry, I gotta, oh, we got it. Yeah, so we got a projector up there. It's booting up. I've got it coming onto here. We can get some cool effects going. Let's see what we could do. Oh, I've completely lost the music. I mean, I can't hear it, but... Oh, it's because I turned that on. Okay, here we go. Got it. All right, let's see if we can get some rain going. I have to find a different video. What do we get? Let's see, YouTube. I've got a whole bunch of video backgrounds on my channel. There's a playlist. Let's see if I can filter something from there. Playlists, backgrounds. Good to get something with some rain. There's the storm one. Storm ones are cool. We could just throw a storm one on there. See how that looks. Storm. All right, yeah, let's do the storm one. See how that looks. Oh, there's no rain on it though. Okay, we need the rain. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike, for stopping by. Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna see. Just trying to find the right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's good. Mostly flashing lightning. I want the rain. I had a good video yesterday. It was from Kinomancer video backgrounds, and those are pretty good for like weather effects. The only problem is they're all like for stream setups, so like they're like I think they're like a WebM file or something. So I might have to find like a proper like WebM player, something like that. Let's see, trying to find rain. I'm gonna have to Google this. The lightning's cool though. All right, let's let's throw a lightning on it and see how it looks. But I mean, can't see my mouse. There we go. And it's kind of like some like cool weather effects, but it's not raining though. Okay, rain video overlay. Let's see if they can get, yeah, we've got some stuff here. Free looping overlay. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring this back. Okay, rain overlay. Rain overlay. Okay, this'll do. We're gonna loop it. That's not bad. All right, let's switch back. Yeah, for some rain. So that's all. So that's no like, what do you call it? Like screen effects or anything? Got it happening on here. It's almost like it's a little localized rain effect happening on there. And maybe if we turn off some of these lights. I don't know how to turn that one off, the top one. But yeah, that's cool. Cool, like little rain effect. And that's just coming up from that projector down onto there. I'll go back to this one. Yeah, no, that's cool. And we can throw a little fog on there.
Uh-huh.
Gonna get that one a bit more angled down, I reckon. What do you reckon? You reckon it should be kind of like maybe a bit slower and stuff? Actually, I feel like that rain effect works really well. Pretty cinematic. And it's not like one of those like overlays you put onto like a video. It's all in camera, all stuff you can do like mid game. Just gonna throw a little bit more fog on there. See if we can get some like low lying stuff going. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's soupy. Like tears and rain. That's right. I want to have like the, you know, that sci-fi saxophone. That fog is staying low. Yeah, usually it boils off. It must be, I would guess, it's because it's like super cold in here. So it's saying, usually when it's like summertime, warmer, it would be just like boiling off like crazy. So like the room is the fog chiller this time, keeping it nice and cool. And yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, I reckon. So thanks everyone for stopping by in tonight's stream. We made some trash. We got some chain link fences. We're working a little bit more on this on this cyberpunk board. So like next up, I'm probably gonna be painting some stuff. I'm still printing some buildings and things, so I'm gonna get. Actually, you know what? Next time, I reckon we're gonna get. I'm gonna work out my building layout, and we're gonna work out where we can get some nice, cool like vents and stuff coming from underneath the ground, because I want to have that like New York style steam coming out of the bottom. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by the stream, and until next time, we'll catch you around, and let's create and inspire. Catch you around, guys. See ya.